A 25-year-old finance YouTuber told his followers they should be able to easily afford a $200,000 car. He called it literally pocket change.
I think we have a clip for it.
Oh, we're going to show the clip? Okay, let's show the clip. Let's roll it.
If you're a guy in your 20s and you don't have a Lamborghini, you should actually sit down and have like a serious discussion with yourself as to why you don't have a Lambo.
Yep.
Because I realize now that it's so incredibly easy and there's so much money out there, and 200 grand relative to what is out there in circulation and what you can grab, especially now with AI tools that you can leverage like never before, 200 grand is chump change.
200 grand is chump change, which, as you can imagine, he's just gotten blasted. For being a privileged whatever. Turns out his parents immigrated to this country when they were teenagers. He was raised on a very low income and worked at Taco Bell. He is literally, if his story is to be believed, earned this money.
Yeah, self-made, and literally started from nothing, and probably in the tech world, whatever he's doing job-wise, I don't even know. Has made this. Okay, so I have like just polar opposite reactions in my head.
I do too.
Because at first I'm like, dude, like what? No.
Yeah.
Like that's not chump change. Like $200,000. Because you look at what the average American spends. I mean, we deal with, everyday people on the show, and it's like, man, they're living paycheck to paycheck and all of it. So
household incomes of 60 to 70,000.
Yeah, that's like my first reaction. But then you hear a story and you're like, man, immigrants that come to this country, they say, build wealth, and I don't have the stat right, but I think it's like 5 times faster if they come legally versus just someone that's born here in the States.
What? Yeah.
Because that's the other argument is I'm like, okay. So he sees opportunity. He
sees it everywhere.
Everywhere. And he's like, how could you not be making so much money? Because there is so much out there
to be made.
And there's so much opportunity. Of course you're going to be making a ton because you can, right? Like that's his mindset.
So when I worked in universities for all those years, all my international students, I would always like do sessions, and we would hang out, we'd have lunch together, and they were part of my classes. It was always amazing to me how my international students that came in, they were so wide-eyed with opportunity. They just saw it everywhere. Yep. It was wild. And they inspired in me. I remember 10, 15 years ago, you're missing this whole thing, right? You are so focused on getting this one job with this one salary so that you can meet some sort of internal. And I was just missing opportunity after opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. And so it inspired me years ago that they just gave me a new set of glasses with which to see the world. And so I see this, and you got a guy whose parents immigrated over here as teenagers, grew up with almost nothing. And now, yes, I would tell him if he was my friend, don't say that out loud, right?
I know.
Don't say that out loud.
Kind of sound like a tool.
You sound like an idiot. But also, man, if you were able to sit down and see the world and say, there's so much opportunity, what do you like? Get up and go find the opportunity. Go make it happen. Go make it happen. Go make it happen.
It's inspiring. I mean, in that sense, right? And again, I hate that a Lambo was his example. I wish it was like, go get a $200,000 house, or like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Something that feels a little bit.
Don't give $200,000 away, but
right.
But the sentiment
out there is interesting. I mean, it's inspiring. I mean, when you think about it that way, you're like, man, what else could I be doing? But I think too, we can get in that mindset of like, just pile up money, make more. But there is more to life than just that equation,
absolutely,
right?
Yeah.
And so all that plays in as well. So there's many different angles to this.
I think this kind of story for me is as important as somebody like Cam Hanes or David Goggins, somebody who's running marathons every day or running 200-mile races, whatever. The average person's not going to do that. But when you have these pace setters out there who are doing these amazing things, it makes me, when I want to skip my 30-minute workout or my 60-minute workout in the morning because I don't feel like it or I'm too tired, or I can't today, yeah, I can.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Right. Or I just can't get ahead. It's just too hard. I just can't find the job. Yeah, you can. right? There is opportunity somewhere, and it might be doing stuff you don't like working at Taco Bell. I spent 4 years at Burger King. Like it's not it wasn't my dream job.
Yeah.
Man, I learned a lot of great lessons and learned how to love and take care of people, even while asking them, "Would you like fries with that?" Right? And so, yeah, it just reminds me of that abundance, scarcity mindset, man.
Yep.
It's just everywhere, and if you change that mindset, it doesn't solve your problems. Money doesn't go in your bank account, but you begin to look at the world a little bit.
What is it, Henry Ford? If you think you can, if you think you can't,
you can.
You can.
That's
Yeah,
it.
or it is what it is,
It
right?
is,
So
yeah.
like what you believe, does have fruition in your life. I mean, there is power to that. So
You got to go make it happen. So.
yeah, that's great.
Anyway, Sebastian, just in the future, just don't get on the internet and tell people that $200,000 pocket change. And thank you for inspiring us to see the world a little bit differently, that there's
Right.
opportunity everywhere.